AITA for having trouble with staff food? So I'm 36, a pretty picky eater, but it's never really been an issue until I started working at my current place just over a year ago. It's mostly a texture-based aversion to some foods, mostly meats. I'll only eat minced beef, or cured meats, for example. That aside, I eat very simple foods. I'm not a fan of overcomplicated or fancy food. It's just wasted on me. For example, I can literally eat a bowl of just plain rice and be perfectly happy. I'm aware the problem is with me, so I make sure I don't make my issues a problem for anyone else. So, for example, if I get a burger at a restaurant, I'll ask for it well done and to apologize to the chef. If I'm part of a group and the majority want something I don't like, I'm not bothered by getting sides to form a meal since I won't eat any mains offered. It's my problem, no one else's. But this chef I've worked with 5 days a week for over a year now. At first he asked a lot of questions and I was happy to answer. I've tried telling him what I like, what I don't like, how I like things, types of cuisine, e.g., Mexican, Italian, and Indian, simple foods that are quick, cheap, and easy. The restaurant we work at already sells tacos. I've given examples of meals, told him what I cook for myself, showed him pictures of what I cook for myself. He even asked my girlfriend about it, and her advice, although embarrassing, was if you wouldn't serve it to a 5-yo, don't serve it to him. He decides what to cook on a day-to-day basis, so pre-planning isn't always possible and there's no microwave, so cooking food at home and bringing it in isn't possible. I do on occasion bring dinner in, but food costs in the UK are stupid right now, so I'm really trying to make this work. I understand staff food is free and I should be grateful, and I usually am, so if I don't eat a meal I won't find alternatives, I'll go hungry. But not once have I ever complained about the food or being hungry. Ever. Here's the clincher: he experiments with my food. He has explicitly said he does. He'll test things out on me but without asking me about it first. I just turn up to a bowl full of things I won't eat. I wouldn't mind if it was a taster, but not the whole meal. I also find it arrogant that he feels like it's appropriate to try and alter my diet because he doesn't like it. I've told him that if I don't eat dinner I don't eat at all, so it's probably not the best time to experiment. But he does anyways. Last night he made a dish that ticked 0 boxes and it really upset me because after a year I feel like the problem isn't entirely with me anymore. But I also noticed he served my colleague a serving thrice the size of mine, which gave me the impression he knew I wouldn't like it, so gave me less, which upset me more. Sort of like he's not even bothered anymore. I'm trying to make this work and trying to be understanding, but AITA,